Welcome back 40 family to Miniature Cleavers Part 4. Now, if this side of my face looks really weird and why this part of my face doesn't really want to, move, it is currently still numb from Novocaine because I had a dentist appointment today and I had to get a filling done. So I apologize if some of my words are not pronounced and it doesn't look like I'm very happy. I just can't move this side of my face that well. But coffee helps with that, and so I'll be having another cup of coffee here soon, which will be fun, or good, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, today is Friday. Normally I'm working, but took the day off because of the dentist appointment, stuff like that. You're hopefully seeing this Wednesday if I have it edited and done and everything like that. So the game plan for today, or in this video's goal, is to get the holes drilled out. I got one up there marked out and the two down here marked out. Same thing there, I got that hole done. Those two marked out as well. These are gonna be 1/4 inch, and let's hope I line them up right. And then these, I still have to determine what size they're gonna be. I forget what size I used last time. Well, last time I think it was too big. So I gotta figure out the size on that. And I don't know how big his parachute cord is. Probably would've been a good question to ask him. Anyways, and then after I get the holes done, I'm gonna be hand sanding for probably the rest of the day. So I'm still debating whether if I should do that inside or outside because I rebuilt my computer to handle my editing software, which now it handles it a little bit better. On the Timelapse though, it's still a little choppy if I put in effects and stuff like that. So I got it rebuilt, and now I have dual monitors. So that's why, if you're wondering why the shed hasn't been done yet, it is because I had to rebuild my computer so I could edit the videos for when I'm rebuilding the shed. Priorities. Anyways, so I am not comfortable really doing it with dual monitors on there because last time I hand sanded on my table, which is a folding table, it just walked a bunch. My monitors walked a bunch. So I might set up our other folding table in our room and hand sand on that, which I think is what I'm gonna do. So yeah, anyways guys, let's go ahead and get these holes drilled out and all prettified. And as always with this channel guys, let's get into some time lapse. So, I made a slight rookie mistake because I don't have a water bucket capable of Gorill's beard and toenails. So, crud. So what I did is I didn't put it in water like I should have, and I lost my temper right up to about right here. So I have two options. I have the option of re-quenching it, which I'm not gonna do because it is so thin already, it's just gonna crack. Option B, which is what I'm gonna go for, is I'm actually going to cut it right around here, because I can actually hear it skating. Here. So, what you should hear, there's a difference up here. So, it's about, I'd say about an inch of loss. So, to be safe, we're gonna go to about right here. Yeah, so I'm gonna draw the new line where that front of that knife is, and then I'm gonna go ahead, drill my second hole, and then we shall go there. Gosh. I cannot believe I did that. Oh my gosh. I'm going to go find a bucket that I can set this in, and then I am going to go ahead and just glue back all of this, which is what Just Gonna Get Better commented on the last miniature cleavers, is go ahead and glue back it. So I am now gonna fully take your advice and do it all the way down here, and I'm gonna go ahead and soften up the handle too, especially where that is. Oh man, this is annoying. This is not what I wanted to do. But anyways, stuff happens, adapt and overcome. And yeah, so I will get back with you when I have that cut and the new hole done. Okay, so it has been, time check, 5 hours since I last saw you. So it is now 4:27. When I said goodbye and I'll see you in a little bit was at like 12:31 or 1:30. I can't remember. There was some downfalls, as I think I showed you. I lost my temper on like an inch of my blade up here, so I had to cut that off. And then I had to, well, as you can see, I got the hole drilled in it. But I went through 2 bits, about a quarter tank of oxygen to get it in there, and some MAP gas, and it was still hard. So as you can see, I blue backed it, but it was still hard for some reason. I have no idea why. That was a struggle, and I also found out my drill press was on the highest speed and not the lowest speed. So that did not help my case at all. And though my lowest speed is 760 RPMs, I think, something like that. And then I got the hole drilled out for the paracord, which if, yeah, hopefully it's the same thickness of paracord I got. And if you melt the tip in a certain way, it just goes straight through. I am not gonna drill this one yet because the way I wrap my handles, and this is gonna be a bad example. So this is actually my second knife I've ever done. So hopefully you can tell. So you can see the paracord running through there, right? So what I did is on one of the ends, I took out the core of it, which is this white stuff here. So I took out the core of it and that made it thinner. So what I did is I put that there, you can see that, and then wrapped the paracord around that to where I only had to have one hole, and I can hold it right here without this annoying little knot being in the way. So I'm gonna text him later tonight and see if he still wants the second hole. I'm hoping he doesn't, because I know it is hard up to at least right here. So I don't want to deal with that. Yeah, anyways, another small detail. I'm not gonna be looking exactly into the camera. As you can tell, it has picked up a little bit of a warp. I don't know how well you can tell on camera or not, but it is better than it was. I used a 3-point jig. So this is what I generally use if I have a warp in my blade, is you get yourself just some circle stock. Some people like to weld it onto their vise. Eventually I will do that, but I do not have a spare vise to do that yet. But anyways, 2 pins here, 1 pin here, and this 1 pin is gonna push in the direction where you want your warp to get rid of. So right now it curves out this way, so I need this to come in this way, right? So if I brace it up against here, put that one in there, now what this is doing is it is flexing around this guy. It is flexing around and counterbalancing that warp. So I did that for about 20 minutes, even left it bent for like 5 minutes, which you're probably not supposed to do. And it helped it a little bit. It's still not perfect, but I don't want to break it, and I don't want to heat it up because I have a bad feeling that if I do, I'm gonna lose some temper on here. But all things considered, it is not the worst warp I've ever had in the blade. Let's go ahead and get that snake eye, as I call it, or the eye, done. And let's hope it goes well. And as always with this channel, guys, let's get into some more time lapse. Alrighty, back 40 family. So, as you might have saw from the time lapse, if I left it in here, that went a lot faster. I got this guy all done up. I went ahead and learned from my lessons and, well, actually, let me redo that. I tried not to learn my lesson, and I just tried to do it with the 1/8 and try and do a pilot hole in there. Barely dented the surface. So I just went ahead and I blued this part basically. I basically made it soft. And as you might have seen if we're using proper etiquette, let's just say I need to find myself a new water bucket. So yeah, burn through the side of that, and then this guy is virtually empty. So you get some more map gas, but I don't have to because these are my last project in the old shop. So once these are sent off to their new home, which should hopefully be Monday, then it is off to the races with building up the new workshop. So this is exciting. This is exciting. We have made progress. And yeah, so I'm gonna go let them know that these have been drilled up and make sure it's all right with him, how they look. This hole is a hair off from center, but I think it will be okay. But anyways, yeah, I hope he likes them, and I should see you next time you see me in this episode or video. You should see me inside hand sanding. But until then, please have a fantastic second. Alrighty, back 40 family. So I'm actually cutting it here because this video went on too long and I have a lot more footage. So the next video will pick up right as I'm about to start hand sanding, I think. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching Back 40 family, and please remember, Jesus always loves you, I love you, and please have a fantastic day, and also Creek Squad.